Coming up in the OT, we take a look at how some departing LSU Tigers fared in today's NFL Pro Day. And we say why the LSU women's basketball team believes 7 is enough. Also, I sit down with our own Alex Ramsey to discuss the impact she's making on the Baton Rouge community. All this and more coming your way. It's the OT on Sports Showtime, and it starts right now. Hello and welcome to the OT, a segment of Tiger TV Sports Showtime. I'm Patrick Clay filling in for Taylor Halsey, and for the next 15 minutes we'll give you an in-depth look at some of your favorite LSU teams and athletes. Starting off, the LSU football team held their annual NFL Pro Day today, featuring 28 former Tigers trying to earn their way onto an NFL roster. The players were tested with drills such as the vertical leap and the 40-yard dash as the watchful eyes of important NFL figures such as Sean Payton, Rob Bryant, and Mike Tomlin awaited nearby. Players from this past season such as Sam Montgomery, Barkevious Mingo, and Eric Reed worked out in front of representatives for all 32 teams. In fact, even Russell Shepard was working out at defensive back. How cute. Also, former players even further back such as Jarrett Lee, Jordan Jefferson, and Charles Scott were also trying to impress NFL scouts. Moving right along, the LSU women's basketball team faced a familiar setting last night, playing Penn State in the second round of the NCAA tournament in Baton Rouge, a rematch of last year's contest, which the Nittany Lions won 90-80. But this time around, the undermanned Tigers flipped the script.
The Nikki Caldwell era has officially begun. With their stunning 71-66 upset of the 8th-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions, the LSU women's basketball team is headed to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2008. With barely enough healthy players to field a UREC team, the LSU Lady Tigers pulled off the upset in what head coach Nikki Caldwell called 7th heaven.
This game is definitely going to be one of those memorable games because of how special it's been, the journey thus far with this team.
We did not want our last game to be played with 7 players. All 7 of us got together and really came together and, played for our fans, which were out there, everyone who has supported us, and we also played for Jean. I wanted to see her play one more game. That was my motivation at the beginning of the game, that I wanted to play in Spokane and have Jean Kinney out there on the floor with me.
That says a lot about them as basketball players. But again, this game it's March, and anything is possible. And as long as these young ladies keep going out there and putting it on the line and laying everything they have on the line, good things are going to happen for them.
The Lady Tigers travel to Spokane, Washington to take on 2-seed Cal this Saturday. We'll see if they can continue this miracle run and if 7 can still be enough. From the Pete Maravich Assembly Center, Patrick Clay, Tiger TV Sports.
You can catch LSU's first appearance in the Sweet 16 in 5 years this Saturday at 10:30 p.m. on ESPN2. Starting guard Jean Kinney's status for the game has not yet been determined. Moving right along, the LSU softball team took on in-state rival Southeastern Tuesday night at Tiger Park. The Tigers controlled the game from the start by putting up 3 runs in the first inning. Tammy Ray and Bianca Bell both continued their current home run chase by hitting their 7th home runs of the season in the 4th and 5th innings respectively. Megan Patterson backstopped the Tigers with 7 strikeouts while securing the 5-1 victory for LSU. Head softball coach Beth Torina said after the game that she's glad to have the opportunity to give other players significant playing time in these non-conference games.
Yeah, they did a good job of scoring early. Megan Patterson was good. She kept him, in check the entire game. I thought she was really solid. There was never a moment where we were in question with her. And I like that we got a lot of people in the game tonight. It's fun. We get some opportunities for people. Seeing Elena Falcon get her first hit was a lot of fun. So, it's nice when all these girls work so hard every single day out here. So it's nice for them to get some opportunities when we can.
The Lady Tigers head to play number 25 South Alabama tonight at 7 before hosting Sanford Saturday night for a doubleheader at Tiger Park. Coming up after the break, there's one Tiger TV employee who's stepping out from behind the scenes and into the community. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Whether she's producing Sports Showtime on Tuesdays, hitting the field for the LSU soccer team, or helping serve the Baton Rouge community, Alex Ramsey does it all. I recently sat down with her to discuss her most recent accolade, being named TAF's 2012 Volunteer of the Year.
I'm Patrick Clay, Sports Showtime Director, and here with me today we've got producer of the Sports Desk every Tuesday on Sports Showtime, LSU athlete, Volunteer of the Year, man, the list just goes on and on. Alex Ramsey, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, Alex, why don't you tell me a little bit about, you were just recognized recently for the TAF Gala. What was your award and what was it for?
It was for Volunteer of the Year. So every year they give a Volunteer Female of the Year, Volunteer Male of the Year. And I accumulated, I think, over like 96 hours for last year. So. Wow,
96 hours. What were you doing?
Well, I did, most of my hours came from coaching a volleyball team. I did volleyball at St. Aloysius Middle School, or elementary school, and little 7th grade girls, really cute. Spent like 3 days a week coaching them. I'm assistant coach. Over Christmas at home, I'm into like Special Olympics a lot. So I went with my aunt, and they have this therapeutic division in Rock Hill, where I'm from, where they go for Christmas with special needs children, and we go to Walmart and we get them presents for Christmas and things that are on their wish list. So I spent time with them doing that.
So it seems like you have a lot of experience dealing with children, dealing with disabled people. You're all over the place with that. What kind of feeling is it to be able to just make an impact in these people's lives?
I think it's a really genuine happiness, because when I was growing up, there was my very first soccer coaches, some Irish soccer players in my hometown. The community welcomed them, and they gave back and they coached me. They taught me things that I keep with me in soccer. And so I just love the way that they gave back to the community on top of playing soccer. So I kind of feel obligated to do that I'm 12 hours from home, and the community's really brought me in, especially with soccer, and I think that I'm obligated to give back, and I love it.
What would you tell someone that is maybe on the fence about reaching out? Because, to be frank, reaching out to, say, disabled people may not always be comfortable for people trying to reach out. What would be your advice to get people out there?
I would say definitely do it. Jump out of your bubble, try it, and you'll see you will see how happy they are. It might seem awkward, but if you just go a couple times, I mean, they just love you. They love, especially special needs people, just love to have someone take time and give them attention and give them the time that they deserve, because they're just like any of us. They can do things any of us can.
Between all these community service hours and being an athlete with LSU Soccer, you're also a producer here at Tiger TV. You're a full-time student. That's a lot to juggle.
It's a ton.
How do you do it?
I have no idea. It's a lot, but I think I do well under pressure. I think I do better keeping myself busy. If I didn't have anything to do, I'd be bored, and I'm too hyper to not have anything to do, so I keep myself busy.
You received the award for all of your hard work. How does it feel to be kind of gratified? I'm sure you're not in it to be recognized, but that has to be a good feeling.
I had no idea I was getting it. I found out maybe like 2 or 3 weeks before, and I was like, it was amazing, but I just really didn't want to trip in my heels.
How'd you do?
I did good.
Okay. So your award's right there. It's fancy. You want to
really nice.
Pick it up and show us?
It's really nice. I mean, they told me I was getting an award, but this is like a freaking Grammy. It's awesome.
All right, well, Alex, thanks so much for coming on. That's all we've got for you today here at tigertv.tv. Stay tuned for more exclusive web updates, and like Alex said, get out there. Thanks.
It's almost like she's right there. Don't go anywhere. Sports Showtime will be right back. Well, that's all the time we have for you today. Thanks for tuning in to Tiger TV. Make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for the latest news at ttv_sports. Now, this is our last show before the break, so be sure to tune in as we resume our regularly scheduled programming on Tuesday, April 9th. Thanks so much for watching Sports Showtime. I'm Patrick Clay. Everyone have a safe spring break, and we'll see you next time.